Hi everybody, Bonnie here. I hope you guys are doing well. I'm finally feeling like almost 100% better from this cold or whatever thing I had. So yeah, I wanted to make a video and show you what I've been working on. I've still been crocheting. I almost finished a baby blanket, and then I finished this other blanket. It kind of turned into like a lap blanket. And then there's the Tunisian squares blanket by Jaden Stitches. So I don't have any amigurumis today, but I've been really itching just to make one. So maybe tonight I'll start one, or in the next couple of days. So let me show you this chevron blanket. In my search on YouTube for a baby blanket pattern, or just any pattern that would work for a baby blanket, I came across one for Bag O' Day, which, you know, we all love, Crystal, and it's the Everlasting Innocence chevron pattern. It's the title had the word easy in it, so I was just like, you know, I'm gonna try that one, and I really liked the look of it. I've never done any type of chevron blanket before at all, and this one I really liked because it's a softer peak. This isn't the actual baby blanket that I'll be gifting, because the yarn didn't really work out to be, I don't know, it's kind of heavy, and it's only this big. It's not wide enough for the baby blanket. I just had bought one cake of it, which is this one. It's a Caron Big Cakes, which is my, Caron Big Cakes. It's like my favorite kind of yarn to use, and this is Cake Pop. And this was one of the big ones, the 300-gram ball, or 300-gram cake, 10.5 ounces. So I would have needed at least another one, and I mean, I still like this. It's a little heavy too for a baby blanket, I'm thinking, but it's the perfect lap blanket size. I put it over my lap. I'm sitting here at my desk, and it was just perfect. So I played yarn, well, you know, played yarn chicken unintentionally. I just crocheted until it ran out, and this is where it ran out, almost there. So I might find some gray yarn in my stash and just finish this up real quick. I didn't weave in the end, and then the first row I used a 6mm hook. This is what she suggests in the tutorial, but it did curl up, like, you know, when you chain and it gets tight, that first chain. So the second one I went up a hook size for the blanket, and then down a hook size for the actual blanket. Am I confusing you? I'm confusing myself. So anyways, so this one, which I really love these colors, I love the feel of this yarn, but this is going to turn into a lap blanket for me, or more than likely a cat blanket. So the one that I'm gifting, and I don't know if she watches my channel, but I know her in real life, and if you're having a baby around Valentine's Day, you know who you are. You might not want to watch if you want to be surprised, because that first yarn didn't really turn out like I wanted to gift it as a baby blanket. I had to go back to Michael's. Bummer, right? So I found this yarn. I picked up a Cotton Cakes. I've never worked with the Cotton Cakes yarn before, and I picked up High Tide. Oh my goodness, you guys, this is so cute. Here is High Tide, same pattern that the Bag O' Day pattern, which I will link. I will link that video down below. It's really soft, it's squishy, and it's not too heavy, and the stitches are close enough together. So, I mean, I've always been leery with baby blankets that have like the holes in them, like bigger granny squares or the filet crochet, you know. And the holes are not really huge, but it's breathable, and it's 60% cotton, 40% polyester. And I am just loving this. I've been working on this for the past couple of days. I couldn't wait to get started. The day that I got the yarn, I started on it. This is how big it is. I think it's 30 inches long. I'm probably gonna work up the rest of the cake. This is 2 cakes right here. I used 1 full cake, and then this is what I've got left of the one that it's attached. These ones are 8.8 ounce or 250-gram cakes. It had a nice little hole in the middle, you know, that satisfying whole thingy, but then I picked up the yarn and ruined it. So what I did when I started this blanket, I started with a 6mm hook and did the chain row, and then I went down to a 5.5mm hook for the actual blanket. And when I crocheted the chain row, instead of just going into, like when you chain something and then you go into like the second chain from the hook to start your foundation row, I did what I learned how to do on that bow tie video, where you crochet into the bump on the back of the chain. And I really liked that. I might do that from now on, because it made, let's see if I can show you, it made a nice ridge there compared to the first blanket I made. And whenever you chain something, it's like that line of stitches, more than, like, it's like a line of stitches. I don't know how to describe it. This is more, this looks like a single crochet on top, and it kind of finishes it off. So I really liked that. And it didn't curl up because I used I went up one hook size from the base of the blanket. The edges, there's, in her video, Crystal doesn't do any border at all on her blanket, so I don't think I'm going to do a border either. And the edges are like pretty straight. You can see my stitch markers here. Every 20 stitches, I have a stitch marker in for one of the rows. Like, you have to count, you have to pay attention. I ripped back so many rows because I missed a stitch, or I did 2 stitches where there should be 1. But now the pattern is in my head and I'm making less mistakes. Or if I'm about to make a mistake, like if I'm about to chain into the wrong space, then I catch myself. So if you make this, you do really need to count so that you get the right number of stitches in all the rows. But it's turning out to be so awesome. Oh, I just love it. Now, speaking of counting and when I didn't count very well, and I made some mistakes with the Tunisian blanket. So I finished all of the squares, and I did them all in pink. These are the ones I have not blocked. And I did end up blocking some of the bigger squares. I don't have any of those blocking boards, or, you know, like those foam things. So I just put a towel down, and then I used my iron with the steam, and I steam blocked it, which worked really well for the bigger and the looser squares. I can't remember what stitch is which, or which month is what, but so I got some squares that are like basically the same size. Oops, that's the back. Yeah, I went 12 by 12. They're all in pinks. This is a lighter pink. Part of the problem too, because I don't think my blanket's gonna work, is I used all these different yarns. I just wanted to use pinks. So we've got this one and this one. They pretty much look the same. And then this one. And then I have this one. And I have this one. Like, so I did, when I was blocking these bigger ones, 12 by 12, it worked perfectly fine with some pins. I pinned it out so it was the same size as all the other ones. And then I tried to pin this one on the towel, and the towel just kept, it wouldn't work because it's so tight. Like, look at that. Like, I don't even know. And there's a mistake right there in the middle. I can see that. But do you guys think that this is gonna be the same size if I block it? I mean width, yeah, but like lengthwise, I don't see it happening. So I don't know if I want to spend money on blocking square thingies, you know, those foam things, and actually try it, or should I just remake? I would have to remake 1, 2, 3. This one's pretty small too. At least 3. The rest of these I could probably stretch. They're not too bad. I don't know. Or should I just make, you guys, or should I just make like little tiny blankets? I don't know. I don't know how many I've got. Like of the bigger ones that actually blocked good. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 5. Of course I have an uneven 5. I don't know. When I started the project, I really knew what colors I wanted to do. I wanted to do all different kinds of pinks, and I wanted to use this. This is a huge cone of some kind of acrylic yarn, and I wanted to have this be the border of all the squares, and then like put it together with the green and then have a green like border. It's very thin yarn, so I would probably hold 2 strands together. But I mean, I don't know what to do, you guys. Like, I don't know what to do because I like the colors, like the green against. It reminds me of strawberry shortcake. Okay, that's why. And that's what I wanted to do for a blanket for myself and just like throw it over the chair. But now I don't know. So I have a decision to make about the Tunisian blanket. I really, really wanted to finish it. And if I had blocking squares, I would have totally just tried to block it out and like tried to fit it together. But you know, I don't want to try to crochet it together and then it doesn't work and it pulls the yarn and it looks really horrible. I don't know what to do. So what should I do? That Tunisian blanket is up in the air right now. I want to get it done though. I don't want to have all of these projects for years and just sitting around. I do have a project that I started last year. I have a stack of granny squares. I used a 3.75 hook and I ran out of yarn right there on that one. I'm doing 6 rounds and I'm using a smaller hook, so it's a smaller granny square because I want to make a cardigan out of this for myself. Like I really want to crochet some clothes this year. This is Mandala Unicorn, and I need to get at least 1 more, probably 2 more cakes of the unicorn yarn. So that's something that's on the go, but I really want to like actually finish it. As I was crocheting the baby blanket, I was watching a bunch of YouTube videos and like all the well, Happy New Year, 2023 goals and all that, and I'm thinking I don't think I'm gonna like make a bunch of goals and lists and things because I know I won't do it. If I don't make a list, I will get more accomplished. I don't know how that works. But one thing that I do want to do, and I've mentioned it before, is that sometime this year in 2023, sometime, I'm not setting a month or anything. I'll probably do it on like December 31st. But anyways, I want to learn how to knit. I was at the thrift store and I found this. I taught myself knitting. It's by a boy and it's from 2012. But it looks like all the pieces are here. Now it's covering up the lady's face because I had opened it. So this is the book. It's brand new. No one even attempted to use it, and it's kind of funny. There's a DVD in there too. I know there are tons and tons of videos on YouTube that will teach you how to knit, like I know, but I want to try to do it out of a book for some reason so that I don't have to be in front of the computer. I can just watch a movie and try to knit. Yeah, it was $3. So it came with the book and the DVD. Who knows? Maybe I'll watch the DVD. It came with, okay, I'm untaping this. Like, the stuff is still sealed in here, you guys. It came with one of these things, you know, like the needle sizing chart and little measuring. I don't know the technical terms. So it came with that. A piece of tape on my hand. Okay. All right, I know what these are, which I'll use these for crochet anyways. A couple of darning needles. They're plastic. I don't mind the plastic ones. I like those too. And it came with, of course, knitting needles, which I don't have any knitting needles. So I got these and a pair of pretty purple ones. The gold ones are a size 8, and these are a size 6. And it also came with this. What is this? I don't know what this is, you guys. I'm sure there's some knitters who will tell me what it looks weapony. And this thing, which like, I can't think of, I think I know what this is for, like, so it doesn't unravel, but I don't know what it's called, and I don't know how to open it either. Okay, so there's that. And Then it came with these, which go on the ends of the needles. I know that. And then this, I don't know what this is, you guys. What is this? I haven't read the book. I'm sure this is all in the book. I haven't read the book. Oh my goodness, you guys, it's one of those counter thingies. I feel so stupid. Like it's got the numbers. If you twist the ends, okay, 0, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, that's cool, like a row counter or a stitch counter thing. I don't have one of those at all. So that's like my goal for 2023. Sometime in 2023. I liked this too because it came with a bunch of patterns, like really cute things. For $3. It was $2.99, and I saw it. I'm like, you know, I don't really need this, but it's $2.99, and you get knitting needles and a book, and I want to learn how to knit. So yeah, I want to learn how to knit sometime this year. And I will actually, you guys, I will keep you posted when I start to knit and show you all of my, I know, mistakes, and you can just laugh right along with me. But that's what I've been up to. I hope you guys are having a good day. I will be seeing you soon. Thank you for watching. Bye, everybody.